All right, this is Mack. Let's talk about Alex Jones and how he looks just like Bill Hicks. You know, Alex Jones says he's 39, but he doesn't look 39. He looks a lot older. It turns out that if you look at his alignment of his face, it matches Bill Hicks' alignment. They both have identical faces. And they have identical teeth when you look at the teeth close up. Now, it may be that two people look similar, but when those two people happen to be successors to the same business, it's rather suspicious. Here's Bill Hicks in Austin, Texas, working with a cable company, and his business partner is Kevin Booth. Suddenly, Bill Hicks dies. How does he die? He tells everybody, oh, I have cancer, I'm going to go home to my parents' house. And he goes home to his parents' house and dies at his parents' house. And 2 months later, he dies, and then they bury him in the backyard privately. Well, that's rather an unusual way to go, given that this Bill Hicks guy was a wealthy comedian and could obviously afford to go to the hospital, where you would normally expect a person to go if they suddenly got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. But he doesn't. He just goes home privately, dies privately, they bury him privately. Then, at this company, Austin, Texas, the cable company, with the same business partner, up shows Alex Jones. Alex Jones now becomes a personality at the cable company, and at 21 years of age, takes on this huge conspiracy theory routine and seems to have all this information and knowledge and energy that's way beyond his years, and just sort of catapults him along with all the promotion and whatnot that the companies that Bill Hicks created. So that's rather suspicious, isn't it? Their business partners are the same. This guy, Kevin Booth, they're at the same company, Sacred Cow Productions, in the same cable outfit, and they happen to share the same face and have the same teeth as one another. The coincidences are beyond remarkable. It's very clear they must be the same person. Well, this Alex Jones has tried to get rid of that rumor by producing childhood photos of himself. Those childhood photos show signs of photoshopping. There's one where the kid's on the beach and the focus on the head is not matching the focus on the background, so that the head really kind of bounces out of the picture and doesn't seem to lie onto the background in a smooth way. And then you can actually see where there's a line where they cut and paste the head on that kid sitting on the beach with the Chinese people in the background. And then they painted over it with a sort of an aging chrome, whatever the name is on Photoshop, where you change the picture to make it look aged. It's the same with the Photoshop that he did of himself as a child. He shows this little kid with the hair parted on the wrong side and having that same smooth upper lip that Alex Jones has. Well, a smooth upper lip with no lip ridge is a sign of a developmental deformity that's related to alcohol fetal syndrome, and it's mental retardation that accompanies it. And Alex Jones is clearly not mentally deficient. He's very bright. He would not match that kind of lip. If you ever wondered why is it that Alex Jones seems to have a face that looks like a mentally retarded kid, that's why. It's the smooth upper lip. And if you have a picture of Bill Hicks, you can see that Bill Hicks had padded lips. He had thick upper lip. So what they did was they obviously tucked his upper lip, smoothed it out, but it ended up affecting his lip ridge. It disappeared. And the same with Bill Hicks' lower lip. It used to hang out quite prominently, almost sort of a Jewish-looking upper lip or lower lip hanging out and then tucked now in. The ear of Alex Jones shows a scar where a facelift would have occurred, and his face made taut by pulling the ear forward and then sewing it back on the face so that his skin is really tight. And that scar can be seen on close-ups of Alex Jones. So who's Alex Jones? Why did he do this? He's obviously Bill Hicks. Bill Hicks is a comedian, able to do a shtick and to create a persona so that he's now an entertainer of conspiracy entertainment. But there's something sinister to this, because Bill Hicks was actually only one step removed from the White House through his handler, a guy named Frank Gannon. Frank Gannon's from Great Britain. Dr. Gannon went to the London School of Economics, the Fabian Society schools, but he worked with Nixon and was a White House confidant. I don't know what his personal politics are, but he's obviously an insider. And if you wonder why was Alex Jones able to go to Bohemian Grove, well, there you have a direct connection. Bill Hicks to Dr. Frank Gannon, and Dr. Frank Gannon directly connected to the White House, Nixon White House. So the explanation of how Alex Jones was able to do that is there. Very plain why he was able to supposedly break into that place and to do his movie. Well, Bill Hicks was a vehement atheist and very much against Christians. He had hateful things, and in fact, one of his last routines on the late night show was blasphemy against Jesus Christ, and they cut his whole segment. So this Bill Hicks person, it really is not at all politically like Alex Jones. Bill Hicks is a guy who's very much against Christians, whereas Alex Jones pretends to be in favor of Christians. So you have something sinister in this, and of course Alex Jones is able to have instant information about everything that's going on in the world, which shows that he's directly tied to whatever that backbone of the news media intelligence complex. Alex Jones is right there. So the fact that Alex Jones is Bill Hicks is important and sinister, and it needs to be examined, and people need to pull off the mask off of Alex Jones and show who he really is. Show who he really is. Show who he really is. Show who he really is.